Hello, my name's Will. And what I do is I talk a lot about staff safety. Now, nearly 4 months ago, I did a video on spiking of drinks within the hospitality sector. And since then, we've had quite a lot of new clients come to us and ask us to basically get involved with, shall we say, designing procedures or improving their security measures, doing risk assessments, and also implementing some degree of training. Now, what we also do is we build relationships with our clients to see if we can identify other risks, to see if we can assist. Now, one of the things that we came across was that we found with a lot of our clients, we started to talk more and more about, shall we say, bladed weapons. And what that means is staff coming across all sizes of weapons. And I don't mean things like Bowie knives and big machetes. I'm on about small, discreet, little knives that people were possibly carrying, whether it was to cause harm to another person or for what they would refer to as self-defense. Now, the discussion went around these things, gloves, a lot around gloves. People were talking about gloves and types of gloves and does it meet certain standards for the country? What were they made of and things like this. And I got basically asked would I get involved in the type of gloves that I would possibly think were ideal for, shall we say, that organisation. And to tell you the truth, there's loads of different types of gloves out there. There's armoured gloves, there's piercing gloves in the sense of where they're supposed to stop things like being stabbed straight into them or needles and things like that. I'm sure you would have heard so many. Yeah, and types of gloves that obviously one size fits all. Now, the thing I came across a lot discussing this with a lot of the clients was, yeah, it's okay, the gloves are designed to, shall we say, protect one's hand. And it all originated from different conversations with staff that have obviously been, shall we say, cut by accident by picking up knives or blades or anything that they've found within that facility. And now, like I always say, you see all these tests and these experiments and you see them all, and a lot of these videos are a lot better than ours where people are basically slashing their hands or with the glove on, obviously. And I always say, well, look, I love them ones that seem to want to stab themselves just to prove a point. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not being funny. If you're picking up something that's going to stab you directly in the hand, I think you really should consider not picking it up, would be my recommendation. But yes, I understand the glove. But what I'm trying to get across in this video is I don't need to do all them tests because many people are doing. And what I try to get across to you, reference the glove, is what measures do we have in place before, during and after? So for instance, when the staff have identified that there is some form of bladed weapon or dangerous item they've come across, what are they going to do? Do we have to secure the area? Do we have to move people away? Do we need to preserve it for forensic evidence? Can we possibly move it? If we move it, are we going to cause a bigger risk to ourselves in case someone notices it and tries to get it back off us? These are the things that I discuss with the client. I also then talk about when we've actually got the item, what are we going to do with it? Again, if we secure it in that location for the police, are we going to move it? Where are we going to move it to? How are we going to secure it safely? We're going to ring the police. At least I hope we are. If it is a weapon, we definitely are. Yeah, okay, what are we exactly going to do? Are we going to write mini statements? Are we going to collate the evidence? And afterwards, yeah, how are we going to make sure we've got the CCTV for the police? Are we going to do all these measures in place to protect the staff? I am above and beyond everybody else in the sense of saying that equipment is very important. I always say that. People know me, work with me, say, let's get the right stuff. Yes, great, fantastic. But I also say we've got to have a degree of common sense. It's okay giving, shall we say, staff the equipment, but we've got to give them the procedures and we've got to give them the training. So if you're sat there now looking at me and you're thinking about getting these for your staff, good, that's fine. But why do you need them? How are you going to make sure it's the right type of glove? Are you going to make sure you're going to purchase it from, shall we say, a reputable retailer, not just get it off some internet site and then you get it and you realise it's the wrong size or it's the wrong quality? Because that's important. And then put the measures in place. Now, as always, there's a lot more to this subject than just me giving a 5-minute video on it. So if you think you need more information or you want questions, especially because we work in the hospitality as well and we work in retail, but workplace violence, staff safety is what we do. And if you think that we can help you, well, get in touch. Or alternatively, look at the videos on our YouTube channel, visit us on Quell Training at LinkedIn, and see if we can possibly give you a bit of advice to help you. Please stay safe whatever you're doing, and bye for now.